Welcome to the inaugural episode of 931 Hoop. I'm Clayton Carroll. This is Aiden Davis. We are going to cover everything basketball, girls high school basketball, boys high school basketball, and everything Austin Peay basketball right here on 931 Hoop. Basketball is back in session, school's back, basketball's back. Aiden, we've got a lot to talk about on today's episode.
Yes, we do. After an unexpected winter break here in Clarksville, we're going to start it off with girls high school basketball. Josh McNutt, he was at Kirkwood High School where West Creek and the Cobras went down.
Reporting from West Creek High School, where the girls varsity basketball team faced off against Dixon County. There was a delay before the game, but that did not stop Dixon County powerful offense to put up a huge victory here at West Creek.
West Creek, after dropping 7 in a row, hopes to bounce back against Dixon County, who have won 4 in a row.
You do it for
and
the
that
girls,
would be
I'll do it
thanks
for the
to their
boys. I'll
offense,
close it out.
which started the game off early,
Let's go
securing
Pee.
a huge lead in the first quarter, and then on the back end, their defense continued to help their offense by not allowing many points by West Creek. After that, they continued to stretch their huge lead, and they didn't look back.
Reporting here from West Creek High School, I'm Joshua McNutt, and this has been 931 Hoops.
It was a thrilling night of basketball at 12:30 in Ross Road as Kirkwood Lady Coach traveled to take on the Rossview Lady Hawks. I'm Clayton Carroll. Let's go over the highlights. Friday night's contest was not only a district matchup, but one of Montgomery County's newest yet most heated rivalries. Kirkwood blitzed out to an early 4-point lead thanks to the transition layup from Armani Harden. Rossview, with home court advantage on their side, answered back as Ellie Hankemeyer found Malia Warren for 2. The Hawks were soaring in the second frame, outscoring Kirkwood 11-5. Shots were falling in the second period for Rossview, as one of these shots was a long ball from Elon Peay, Ross' top scorer on the night with 12 points. Shortly after that bucket, the low-scoring affair went to halftime, with the Hawks leading the Cobras 16-14. The third quarter was much of the same, a very scrappy, defensive-heavy battle. Late in the third, Kirkwood's Aaliyah Harris used her speed and shiftiness to get to the rim and put Kirkwood up 2. The fourth quarter, though, was the Ellie Hankemeyer show. Rossview senior forward went off for 8 fourth-quarter points. Ball movement was a beauty on this possession as Hankemeyer finished it off with the post kick. Kirkwood, though, snapped back as Liv Jenkins drilled a clutch right corner 3 to the score at 29. Rossview went back up by 2, leaving Kirkwood with one last shot. Fortunately for the home fans, the open look would not fall, allowing the Hawks to hang on and win by a final of 31-29. Rossview advances 6-11 on the season and will welcome Creekwood on Tuesday, weather permitting, and Kirkwood falls to 11-9 on the year and will play host to Northeast on Friday. For 931 Hoops, this is Clayton Carroll reporting.
My name is Maddie Thomas, and I'm here at Rossview High School for senior night, and it's going to be Northeast against Rossview.
Ellie Hankemeyer beats Carmen Elbel in jump ball starting off the game tonight. Sid Carson assists Ellie Hankemeyer for the first 2 points of the night. The score at the end of the first quarter was 11-2. Ellie Hankemeyer celebrates her 1,000-point game with her teammates at the beginning of the third quarter. Malaysia Glass at the line, shooting 2.
Deanna Charles hits a floater and makes it in the third quarter to put the score 33-14. The final score was 55-26, Rossview 7-11, Northeast 1-21. 931 Hoops report, Maddie Thomas.
I'm Roman Senna, reporting from Kirkwood High School, where Kirkwood and Clarksville High's women's basketball teams face off tonight. For Clarksville, this is an opportunity to stay undefeated in the district, in which they stand 3-0, 7-9 overall. But this was supposed to be a home game for them and has been moved to Kirkwood as a result of the snow that has canceled school for 2 weeks. This is interesting, as Clarksville High will once again be facing Kirkwood at Kirkwood. For Kirkwood, this is going to be a chance for revenge, as back in January they were beaten here by Clarksville High. Let's get to the game. The Cobras win the tip-off to open the game, but quickly turn it over. This sets up a three-pointer by Shakaya Vance to open scoring for the Wildcats. This is quickly followed up with a layup by Caitlin Fox, and then a three-pointer by Caitlin Fox. The Cobras then attempt to close the gap with a layup by Channing Jones. In the final quarter of the game, Alana Mays makes 2 layups to try and close that gap even more. But in the final seconds of the game, Amiriana Smith blocks what would have been a game-tying 2-point. And there you have it. Clarksville High takes down the Kirkwood Cobras in a very close 34-30 victory, completing their sweep of Kirkwood. Clarksville High advances to an 8-9 record overall, remaining undefeated in district play so far. They prepare to take on Northeast next Tuesday, while Kirkwood falls to an 11-9 record as they prepare to rebound from this loss against Rossview next Tuesday. I'm Roman Senna. This has been your 931 Hoop Report.
There was a look at all of the girls' high school basketball in the past 2 weeks here in Montgomery County. Now let's take a look at the standings here for Montgomery County High School basketball here on 931 Hoop. Up first, you see 3A District 11. Aiden, you know, what's sticking out to you in these standings here?
Yeah, you see Creekwood at the top right there, 5-0 in the district, undefeated. That's 3 games better than second place with Montgomery Central.
Yeah, and 18-4 overall record, just Creekwood just dominating their 3A District 11. You see Montgomery Central, Battle Creek, Fairview, and Spring Hill. So that is your 3A District 11 standings. Now if we take a peek at the 4A Region 7 standings, both District 13 and 14. District 13 will start there first. You see Clarksville on top of the district, followed by Rossview, Kirkwood, 2 bitter rivals, and then Northeast. That's really the meat of the Montgomery County schools when you think of the bread and butter here in Clarksville. What sticks out to you there in District 13?
Yeah, it's going to come down to Clarksville versus Rossview. Clarksville High School, they've got a really good team. Not one player stands out amongst all the players there, but Rossview, Ellie Hankemeyer, what a ball player she
Absolutely.
is. She's leading the state in scoring. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen there.
And early preview, we have some more to talk about Rossview and Kirkwood before too long. Let's take a look back at District 14, and we'll go ahead and look at District 2, Class 1A, the Middle Region. District 4, you see Easel Harding there, all alone at the top, 14-0, 25-0 on the season. Easel Harding has an incredible basketball team, to say the least.
I mean, this is just purely impressive right here. These private schools, they all play against each other here. The only one that in our area, the Clarksville Academy, in the middle of that standings right there, it's going to be really hard for them to try to even come back into this play.
So that was a look at girls high school basketball in Montgomery County. When we come back, we'll have boys high school basketball here on 931 Hoop.
Step 1, just breathe and silence the demons and believe. Step 2, have this spoken and never decide anything permanent in a single moment. Step 4, know that tomorrow there's always a chance to away your sorrow. In anything, love yourself, you're everything. Just breathe. Contact the Tennessee Suicide Prevention Network at 615-297-1077 if you or anyone you know or is ever in need, or call 1-800-2738-255 for the Suicide Prevention Hotline.
Welcome back to 931 Hoop. I'm Clayton Carroll. This is Aiden Davis. We just talked about girls Montgomery County High School basketball. Now let's switch over to the boys portion here for Montgomery County. Roman Senna starting off our coverage with Clarksville High School at Kirkwood. Let's see what we've got here in boys high school basketball.
I'm Roman Senna, reporting from Kirkwood High School, where the Cobras men's basketball team takes on the Clarksville High School Wildcats. This is sure to be an exciting game as Clarksville seeks revenge for their loss in January to Kirkwood. This game was supposed to take place in Clarksville High School's gym, but has been moved to Kirkwood as a result of the snow that has impacted the community for the last 2 weeks. Let's get to the game. The Cobras win the tip-off to open the game, leading to a three-pointer made by Bryce Garnett, which is followed up by a two-pointer made by Armani Smith. The Wildcats respond with a layup by Thomas King, and then a three-pointer by Lawson Phillips. But the Cobras remain dominant. Armani Smith lands a hook shot for 2. Bryce Garnett sinks another three-pointer. And Dominic Tillery seals the win with a layup. And there you have it. Kirkwood High School finalizes their sweep of Clarksville High in a dominating 68-39 victory. Kirkwood High prepares to take on Rossview next Tuesday after advancing to 18-7 on the season. Clarksville High, however, falls to 8-11 record as they prepare to take on Northeast next Tuesday, where they will be looking to rebound from this loss. This has been Roman Senna with your 931 Hoop Report.
Hi guys, my name is Brooklyn Whitman. I am here at Rossview High School to watch the Rossview boys versus Northeast. Tonight we have Rossview High School celebrating their senior night. Warming up, we have Rossview and Northeast boys on the court tonight. Starting tip-off, we had Dillard, number 23, and Hoosier, number 11. Looks like Rossview gets the ball. In first quarter, we have Hoosier, number 11, and the ball is in. Here you can see Rose, number 3, shoots, and he scores, adding 2 points to Rossview. Here in the second, we see Dillard, number 23, with the ball. He passes it to 33. He misses. Spivey, number 12, hits the ball, ends up and cuts the number 10's hands. They pass, they miss. Itzy, number 33, he sees that Rose is open. Rose carries, and Rose dunks. Halftime score is Rossview 29 and Northeast 19. Back from halftime, in the third quarter, we have Russell, number 14, shooting 2. Now in the fourth quarter, we have Parnell, number 13. He misses his shot. Looks like Jaggers, number 0, grabs the ball and scores. Hi, I am here with Coach Moody.
Hey, tonight we took home the win against Northeast, 81-56. Jair Rose led us with 23 points, 5 assists. Preston Russell had 17 points, 6 rebounds, 5 steals. Israel Dillard had 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 steals, and a block. We're down the street next week. We play Kirkwood High School, and then we'll play on Wednesday, Battle of the Boulevard against Clarksville High, and then we end the regular season with Dixon County.
I am here with 931 Hoops, Brooklyn Whitman.
I'm Spencer Smith here at Rossview High School, where the Rossview Hawks are taking on the Kirkwood Cobras in their first installment of this new brewing rivalry.
The Kirkwood Cobras handle the Rossview Hawks 71-40 by taking advantage of Rossview's costly turnovers and undisciplined style of play. Amari Smith led the Cobras with 30 points, and Bryce Garnett followed with 15. The Cobras looked like they were ready to play the entire game, while the Rossview Hawks looked very sluggish and unprepared for this game. At one point, the coach subbed in the entire JV team, and the leading scorer for the Rossview Hawks was Israel Dillard with 14 points, followed by Jair Rose with 9. Rossview also had trouble getting shots to land, only shooting 31% from the field and 31% from the 3. The Rossview Hawks fall to 14-6, looking to bounce back against the CHS Wildcats on the 30th, while the Kirkwood Cobras advanced to 17-7.
The final here from Rossview, the Kirkwood Cobras handled the Rossview Hawks 71-40. I'm Spencer Smith reporting for 931 Hoops.
I'm here at Clarksville Academy where the CDE Cougars played against the Nashville Christian Eagles. The Cougars were able to finish off their season with the final win of 60-49. Tracy Majors from Clarksville Academy and Darian Green from Nashville Christian both shot for 18 points. This game brings the Cougars' record to 18-10 and the Eagles' records to 9-14. The final score again was 60-49. The Eagles traveled to Friendship Christian High School tomorrow to finish off their season. I'm Amaya Williams reporting.
Hello, my name is Kylie Brandis, and right now we're at West Creek High School, where West Creek Coyotes are going to take on the Dixon County Cougars. Right now, West Creek is 12-7, while the Dixon County Cougars are 6-11. Let's take a look at tonight's game. Shot outside, no good. Cameron Bowers, offensive rebound, and in. Dixon answers back with a jumper. West Creek 62-32. In tonight's game, West Creek dominated the Cougars 62-32. They take on Northwest next game, while the Dixon County Cougars take on Kenwood. West Creek moves to 13-7, while Dixon County moves on to 6-12. Thanks for watching tonight's game. I'm Kylie Brandis.
I'm here in Clarksville, Tennessee for the senior night matchup against the Clarksville Wildcats versus the Northeast Eagles. Wildcats currently have a record of 6-9, while the Northeast Eagles have a record of 4-13.
A good showing tonight for the 3rd and 4th ranked team district matchup, where the Eagles will win the tip-off, where we have Deshaun Knudsen, sophomore, behind the back up for a nice layup. Jonah Green passing it over to Dylan Smith for out at the 3 and in, giving the Wildcats a 10-point lead over the Eagles. Eagles on a fast breakaway where Knudsen passes Destin Jones the ball up for a nice 2-pointer. Moving into the third period, we have Thomas King passing over it to Isaac Thornhill in the post up for an easy layup. Braylon Jones defending senior Bryson Ellington for a spin move and in for a floater.
The Wildcats took home the win on their senior night 71-48, making them 6-1 at home. These two teams will face off against each other on February 10th at Northeast. I'm Delaney reporting from Clarksville, Tennessee.
Really great stuff right there from all of our local reporters getting out to these games. Now let's take a look at the standings here. We're going to start off with Division II Class 1A, the Middle Region. Clayton, what sticks out to you here?
Obviously, Clarksville Academy just right down the road here from Austin Peay, 12-3 in the district, 17-10 overall. And then you see Easel Harding right there with them, 12-3 on the season. Just, it's going to come down to that. I mean, Clarksville Academy, you love to see the hometown team atop of the Division II Class 1A Middle Region standings.
All right, now let's take a look at 4A Region 7, Districts 14 and 13. Clayton, out here, we've got Montgomery Central on top. What are you looking at here?
So with 3A, I believe that was 3A District 11, if we can get that put back up there one more time. I believe I saw Montgomery Central there at the top. Yes, Montgomery Central 4-0, 11-6 overall in the season. Montgomery Central doing quite well this year. You see Fairview and Spring Hill there for a battle for second place. And then you see Creekwood and Battle Creek there at the bottom of the standings. But Montgomery Central 4-0. That's about as good as you can get right there.
That's perfect right there so far. So now we're going to look at 4A Region 7, Districts 14 and 13. Clayton, at the top of your screen there, you're going to see Henry County at the top. What are you seeing here?
Henry County 3-1, 21-2 overall. I mean, just insane run there for Henry County. And then Northwest 2-1, 3-1, 2-1, Henry County, Clarksville. And then West Creek there at 2-1, and Dixon County and Kenwood rather, they're at the bottom of the standings, 0-2. And then District 13, it's all going to come down to Tuesday night, tomorrow night, Kirkwood and Rossview. The two teams met once before this season. You saw the recap there. Kirkwood 4-0, Rossview 3-1. That will be APSU's game of the week. Aiden will have the girls game at 6 o'clock, and they'll have play-by-play on the girls game at 7:30. So the District 13 standings on the men's side, it's all going to come down to that game on Tuesday, tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's going to be a really exciting matchup. We'll both be there. I'm really hyped for that.
Absolutely, me too.
So moving forward, let's look at the upcoming schedule here for these basketball games. We already alluded to Austin Peay's game of the week, the Rossview versus Kirkwood. If you look on the left, you got CHS versus Northeast. What can we expect to see in that?
You know, Clarksville team, they love to, bleed the clock, shoot the ball. So expect a low-scoring game out of that game. CHS and Northeast should be a fun one there at Northeast.
Yeah, I'm really excited. Once again, tune in, Austin Peay TV. We're going to have the Rossview and Kirkwood game. It will be me on the call for the girls' game. It's going to be Clayton on the call later in the evening for the men's game.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun night of basketball there at Kirkwood High School. You are definitely want to tune into that. APSU-TV, Rossview at Kirkwood. The second meeting between both of those teams, it's going to be a fun one.
It is indeed. If we could get the upcoming schedule back up there as we take another look at the games that we have coming up. We've got Dixon County versus Northwest High School on that right side. What do you got in that game?
You know, I think with all of these games, really, for both of these teams, district tournament time is coming up. The district tournament, it's slowly approaching. It's not this week, but the next week. For these games, your season and your standings and your seeding could really depend on what happens in these games. So expect some hard-fought battles for all of those teams. Just district tournament play is here just after a week or two. Both teams are trying to get back into the rhythm of things after we had that unexpected break, and should be an exciting finish here at Montgomery County High School basketball.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited for all this. If we could get that look one more time on these upcoming games, we'll preview one more here as in the 931 area, we've got a lot of good basketball on the way, Clayton.
Absolutely, absolutely. You see Kenwood and West Creek tomorrow night as well. A lot of games on tap for tomorrow, Tuesday, February 10th. So the ice is clear off the road, so these gyms should be open, and both of these teams, or all those teams really, should be ready to play here in Montgomery County. Of course, the big one, the APSU-TV game of the week, Kirkwood and Rossview at Kirkwood High School tomorrow night, 6 p.m. for the girls' game and 7:30 for the boys' game. Well, that has been our coverage of high school basketball. We'll step aside and be all Austin Peay. All Governors Athletics is coming up next here on 931 Hoop.
You want change. You want a community that supports you. You want the knowledge it takes to make a difference in this world. It's time to be more. It's time to be better. It's time to grow. The world you want to see starts with you. The life you want begins at Austin Peay State University. Learn more at apsu.edu.
Welcome back here to 931 Hoops. I'm Aiden Davis. This is Clayton Carroll. We're going to start talking about Austin Peay men's basketball here. We're going to start with Lipscomb as Nick Hotop had a video production for us.
Welcome in to Austin Peay men's basketball. Getting ready for round 2 of a heavyweight matchup tonight between Bison of Lipscomb and the Governors of Austin Peay, number 1 and number 2.
And the vault is rocking here today too. What a crowd we have out here. This is tournament atmosphere at its best.
Bison took round 1 at home just 2 weeks ago. The Governors have gone to the corner. They've collected themselves. They've tightened the gloves, and they're ready to come out swinging in round 2 tonight on the Governors Sports Network. Zy Reed, he'll work the left-handed bounce offset to the left side of the lane. Kick it deep right corner, turn it around, 3 for the P on the way from Brookshire goes! Collinsker clears the glass, gets it to Brookshire. He'll race up the right side Parker, 3 for the P, go!
Wide open Colin Parker, not what you want if you're a Bison.
Right at 17 all. Tyree trying to answer, he'll drive now, puts up the running floater, spins it off the rim and it falls!
What a magic play right there by Tyree. He wanted to get a little revenge there.
Bison lead by 4, 8-10 to play first half. Gets it inside to Rashad Marshall. The hoop, the harm. He'll go to the line for the three-point play. As Austin Peay trails at the half, 38-35. Parker up top. Gets it over to Anton. 3 for the P and it goes. Brookshire's got 10. Parker puts in the bounce. Left side of the lane. All the way down the ramp and the lay through goes. Collins got 21. His 8th time getting 20 or more this season. Skips it across Tyree for 3. Goes! Tyree Collins second made 3. He's got 8. 45-43. Bison by 2. Collins just working one-on-one. Back up top. Brookshire for 3 and it goes!
Colin Parker is going to make them pay every time they double team him.
50-48. Bison by 2. Turn. Parker. Fade away. Goes! That's Dirk Nowitzki-esque from 13 feet away. Tyree ahead of the pack. Right-handed lay through goes! 52-50. Governors with the lead. Bounce entry into Parker. Now they'll kick it back up top. Brookshire, catch and release. 3 goes! And Ton Brookshire, his 4th made 3 of the night.
And the Governors stay perfect on 3s in the second half with that.
Anton, step back, 3 goes! An 11-0 run by the Govs.
What a shot by the scene leader right there, Anton Brookshire. I love the way this man plays.
11:50 to play in the basketball game. Anton will cross the timeline, drift to the left side. Oh, got ahead of the defense. Lob to Rashad Marshall, who finishes with 2-handed slam.
Put that thing on a poster.
Tyree for 3, go! CC for 3, go. Backdoor cut, McCubbin leaves it for Rashad. He'll finish with 2 hands. The unselfish extra pass. The Governors defend the home court and deposit a win inside the vault.
Getting a little bit of revenge from our road trip down to Lipscomb, and the Governors stay atop the A-Sun.
Governors outscore Lipscomb 52-38 in the second half and will walk out of the vault with an 87-76 win.
Coming on now.
So Austin Peay, they won 87-76 over Lipscomb. Clayton, what stuck out to you in that game?
Yeah, for Austin Peay, it was a back and forth first half. Lipscomb had the upper hand on the Govs there at the end of 38-35. It was at the time the largest crowd at F&M Bank Arena for a Govs basketball game. That record was broken on the game we'll talk about next. So Austin Peay trailed Lipscomb 38-35, but in the second half, it was a 21-4 run that propelled the Governors to that 87-76 win. win over the Lipscomb Bisons. And just as it has been the past few games, it was the Colin Parker show for Austin Peay. 30 points for Colin Parker. That performance, as well as his performance against North Alabama, led him to not only Player of the Week in the ASUN, but also Newcomer of the Week in the ASUN. That just got announced today. Also, Anton Brookshire with 25 points. Rashad Marshall chipped in 19, and Zyree Collins totaled 13. Only 4 Govs scored, but boy, oh boy, did they score a lot that allowed Austin Peay to win 87-76. And then the Govs turned right around and played North Alabama on Saturday. We've got some highlights of this game for you. Austin Peay and North Alabama, the two rivals, met on Gary Matthews Court on Saturday afternoon. It was Hoops for Troops Day at F&M Bank Arena, as the previous record against Lipscomb was broken and shattered as 4,136 people showed up to watch the Governors absolutely dominate their not-so-friendly foes, the North Alabama Lions. It was, however, though, UNA led the Govs 14-12 at the 12:55 mark in the first half. But after this, it was all Austin Peay. The Govs sparked a 12-0 run to quickly lead by 9 in the blink of an eye, and then Austin Peay, they just poured it on. The Govs kept their foot on the gas to lead the Lions 47-26 at the halftime break. And just like it has been recently, it was the Zyree Collins and the Colin Parker show on Saturday afternoon. Parker went off for 27 points. Zyree chipped in 6 points. These two, or 26 points rather, 27 for Parker, 26 for Zyree. And these two combined for 7 of 12 from long range and 22 of 32 from the field. As you see, just a monstrous dunk there on your screen. And then in total, the Govs finished 13 of 22 from three-point land and 36 of 57 from the field, allowing Austin Peay to cruise to a 91-62 win over the Lions. Austin Peay now improves to 11-1 in the ASUN, 17-6 overall, and 11-0 at F&M Bank Arena. And Aiden, as you see, the highlight still is Austin Peay. Yes, they are a very successful team, but they're also just a fun team to watch.
Oh my gosh, just an exciting basketball team to watch. I'm really excited to see what they can do. As you look at the standings right here, Austin Peay at the top, sole owners of number 1, and we've got our eyes set on March right now.
Absolutely, Austin Peay looking for the top seed in the ASUN, and then of course you win the ASUN. There's a little thing called March Madness you got to keep an eye on, but Austin Peay just got to take care of business in the ASUN, 11-1 in the conference, and also North Alabama, who they played on Saturday. They're at the bottom of the standings. You got to love to see that. Austin Peay on top, North Alabama on bottom, and then the matchup with Lipscomb, and that is actually our women's basketball standings. Change that. EKU there alone at the top of the ASUN, and Austin Peay there, middle of the pack. But the thing with the women's team, Aiden, as you know, I announced it along with Dylan Walton, they just come so close. I mean, this team can beat anybody in the ASUN. Just some bounces, some shots have not went their way.
I mean, as we saw nationally, Sports Center top 10 play, heartbreaking defeat here. It was so sad to watch, waking up and seeing that on Instagram. I was like, oh my goodness, so close, so close, so close. But Clayton, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Absolutely. Govs look to bounce back. They will play Queens on Thursday at 6 p.m. at F&M Bank Arena. Be sure to make it out. Queens and Austin Peay tip off Thursday. That's women's basketball right there at F&M Bank Arena. And now it's time for our Athlete of the Week here on 931 Hoop. And this is no surprise. It's Colin Parker. Parker has been averaging nearly 30 points per game over the last 3 games rather. 29 points his last 3 games, 7.6 rebounds per game. Had a double-double against the Wolves of West Georgia about a week ago, and then he had 30 points in back-to-back games against UWG, that's West Georgia, and Lipscomb. And again, he is also your ASUN player and newcomer of the week. Colin Parker of the Austin Peay men's basketball team. Parker is something special.
Yeah, I mean, we watch this team play. It just feels like just find number 32, and he's going to get the ball in the hoop. So I'm really excited to see what this team can do moving forward with him.
Wait, did you say Dirk Nowitzki? That's what I thought you said.
I mean, hey, it might be Dirk. Who knows?
So that will wrap it up for us here on 931 Hoop. We hope you enjoyed the inaugural episode of 931 Hoop. For Aiden Davis, I'm Clayton Carroll, and as always, let's go Peay.